23 AD. Yeah. Icy fire in the night, when Rome crossed the sea with iron and decree. Rome thought they owned the island, but ashes remember. They never counted on a queen.
They came with the eagle stamped high in the sky. Legends and lines, hear the war drums cry. Claudius claimed what he never could own, stamped his seal on another man's throne. They flogged the queen in the market square, daughter screaming, iron in the air. Prasutagus left the will Rome wouldn't keep. Eagle circle while the legions creep. They came with change, came with decree. Called it law, we call it tyranny. Whips on a queen in front of her kin. Chains on her blood, that's where it began. You can tax the land, you can steal the grain, but you can't break a mother's pain. Boudica stood tall in the red of dawn, ash in her eyes, but her fear was gone. This the will of Prasutagus written in flame. Rome wrote the record, but we wrote the name. 43 AD, hear Britannia roar. From Londinium smoke to the red skies glow. Daughters of thunder, rise from the mud. Ashes of Verulamium, we answer with blood. This the will, this the oath, this the war we bring. Hear the wheels of vengeance roll, feel the sting. Torches lit up the eastern shore. Trinovantes, ready, they hungry for more. From the marsh to the fen to the sacred grove, painted in blue, feel the war drums roll. So I rose with fire in my copper hair, spoke to the tribes, will you bow or dare? Trinovantes answered with a thunder sound, standard lifted, Roman fear unbound. Camalodunum first felt the storm, statues shattered, temples torn. Camalodunum fell in the night, Colchester burned in the rebel fight. Then Londinium watched the tide, governor fled nowhere to hide. London town trembled under her hand, ashes rewriting the fate of the land. Ashes of Verulamium rising in a flame. You broke the pact, now remember the name. From Londinium smoke to the red skies glow. 43 AD, hear Britannia grow. Ashes of Verulamium, feel the empire shake. You can conquer land, but a soul won't break. When the painted queen let the fury in, you don't whip a queen and expect no win. But it's Verulamium that the ashes sing, smoke like a crown for a warrior queen. Columns cracked and the markets fell. Empire tasted its private hell. No marble gods, no Latin lies, just Celtic steel and battle cries. 60,000 in rebellion's wake. Every torch a vow we make. They call me savage, call me wild, but who struck first at a mother's child? Red hair blazing like battle fire, war paint lines of ancient eye. Chariot wheels on the Roman street, empire shaking under Celtic feet. History written in Roman hand, but fire still whispers across this land. You can whip a body, but you can't chain a spirit. You can burn a city, but the smoke carries memory. Prasutagus left more than gold, left the fire Rome couldn't hold. Boudica, name carved in ember. Gaius Suetonius, Poland is lined the legions tight. Shields locked hard and discipline might, but legions regroup in a narrow pass. Steel discipline against tribal mass. Waddling street, stained red with fate. Freedom's gamble, empire's wait. We fought like storm against the wall. Hope and iron finally meet, we fall. Though defeat wrote the final page. History still remembers the rage. She chose her end, refused their chain. Better free in death than slave in pain. Maybe Rome took back the ground, but they never killed the sound. Ash falls soft, but seeds the land. Revolt is born in an open hand. This the will of Prasutagus carved in stone. Ashes of Verulamium, still they glow. An empire learns it don't own every throne. 2,000 years, but the embers show. 43 AD, still hear the sound. Painted queen who shook the ground. Empires rise and empires fall, but freedom's fire outlives them all. Ashes of Verulamium, remember the name. You don't break a pact with a Celtic king. Painted queen in a crown of flame. This the stand, this the history we sing. From iceness soil to eternity's ring. Rome had stone, we had fire.
dare? Bow or dare? Will you bow or dare? Bow or dare? Will you bow or dare? Will you bow or dare? Will you bow or dare?
Gaius Suetonius, Poland is lined allegiance type. Shields locked hard and discipline might. But legions regroup in a narrow path. Steel discipline against tribal mass. Waddling street, stained red with fate. Freedom's gamble, empires wait. We fought like storm against the wall. Hope and iron finally meet. We fall though defeat. Wrote the final page, history still remembers the rage. She chose her end, refused their chain. Better free in death than slave in pain. Maybe Rome took back the ground, but they never killed the sound. Ash falls soft, but seeds the land. Revolt is born in an open hand. This the will of Prasutagus carved in stone. Ashes of beryllium, still they glow. An empire learns it don't own every throne. 2,000 years, but the embers show. 43 AD, still hear the sound. Painted queen who shook the ground. Empires rise and empires fall, but freedom's fire